Pete the Cat's Groovy Imagination by Kimberly and James Dean. Pete the Cat was happy. Today would be so much fun. Chilling out, catching vibes, sand, surfing, and lots of sun. But when Pete looked outside, he got down in the dumps sad. Dark clouds and pouring rain could make this good day turn bad. Pete didn't complain. He did not feel blue. Pete knew he could find something fun to do. Pete drew a cool picture. Pete strummed a little tune until he saw something too good to be true. Pete found a big box. He looked it up and down. He turned it side to side, and he spun it all around. The box was brown, and it was strong. The box was wide and tall. Maybe this wasn't just any box after all. This box rocks! The box was big, and it was groovy. The box could be something new. Suddenly, Pete's imagination grew and grew and grew. Maybe it was more than a box. Maybe it was more than it seemed. Pete closed his eyes and had an out-of-this-world dream. It was more than a box. It was a groovy rocket ship. Pete saw the moon on his outer space trip. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Pete was heading home. He landed splash in the sea. Pete had to think fast. Now what could this box be? The box was big, and it was groovy. The box could be something new. Suddenly, Pete's imagination grew and grew and grew. The box was now a yellow submarine. Pete dived way down into the sea. Pete wore his goggles to see the underwater scene. The submarine crashed when it reached land. Now the box was lying sideways in the sand. But what's a cat to do with a box that couldn't stand? The box was big, and it was groovy. The box could be something new. Suddenly, Pete's imagination grew and grew and grew. And pretty soon, the box was not just a box lying on its side. It was a cool cat race car revving for a fast, fast ride. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Pete won the race just like that. Then, splat! The race car went flat. Now what good is a box that looks like a mat? The box was big, and it was groovy. The box could be something new. Suddenly, Pete's imagination grew and grew and grew. Even though a flat box was not in the plan, Pete imagined it was a stage for his jammin' rock band. Sometimes our plans just don't go right, but it doesn't mean the day can't be out of sight. If you use your imagination, you will see just how groovy your day can be. When you want to dream of something new, thinking outside the box is the grooviest thing to do.
Pete the Cat and the New Guy by Kimberly and James Dean. It was Sunday, and Pete's friends had come to play. They were rocking to a new song when, beep, 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 there was a noise coming from across the street. Wise Old Owl had a view from his tree. Pete said, "Hey, Owl, what do you see?" Owl said, "All I see are green shoes and a red hat." Pete answered, "Sounds like my kind of cat." Pete could not imagine who this new guy could be. "I really hope it's a new friend for me." On Monday, Pete wanted to say hi, but he was feeling kind of shy. So he just rode by and by and by and by. Until finally, Pete got to meet the new guy. Pete said, "I've never met anyone quite like you. You seem like a duck and like a beaver, too." The new guy said to Pete, "Hi, my name is Gus. Glad to meet you. I'm a platypus." Pete said, "You're not like me, and I am not like you. But I think being different is really very cool." On Tuesday, Pete and Gus took a walk down the street. They came to Squirrel, who was playing in a tree. "Hi, Gus," said Squirrel. "Climbing is easy. Try and see." Gus gave the tree a try, but the branch was way too high. "I wish I could climb like you, but climbing is something I just can't do." Pete said, "Don't be sad. Don't be blue. There is something everyone can do." On Wednesday, Pete and Gus took a walk down the street. They came to Pete's friend Grumpy Toad, who said, "Come play leapfrog with me. Jumping is easy. Try and see." Gus jumped and leaped, but he couldn't get over Toad or Pete. "I wish I could jump like you, but jumping is something I just can't do." Pete said, "Don't be sad. Don't be blue. There is something everyone can do." On Thursday, Pete and Gus took a walk down